Okay, here we have some data from a tempo drill. Now this was a drill that we were using to help one of my students, Mark, improve his overall tempo and understanding that golf should be played at potentially less than a maximal effort. So historically Mark had a bit of an issue with playing golf around the 110% effort, just basically smacking the ball on each and every shot. So that was wedges, mid-irons, long irons, fairway woods, driver, and as a consequence just lost control of his ball flight. Now we needed to have a discussion around playing golf at 90%, and we did that. And then we did this Sean Foley drill, which was a 5-ball drill. You start off with your first shot being a full swing. We were using a wedge here, not a 9-iron as said on the screen. Starting off first swing at 10% full swing, so it's 10% effort, and then your second swing was 30% effort, and then your third swing 50%, then fourth swing 70%, then your last swing in the series of 5 balls was at 90% effort. Now this was to help you understand that there needed to be a bit of a change in rhythm, and then it helps you to settle on what's actually less than a maximal effort. So you can see here in Mark's first set, his first shot at 10% effort went 74 metres, then at 30% effort went 77 metres, then at 50% effort 93 metres, and then fourth at 70% effort 108, and then his 90% effort 127. Now Mark said in the first set that he really had no feel for tempo and really struggled in the lower range there, which is evident. And then we went through and we started to see some change in the second set, shots 6 through 10, and then in the last set he really began to get a feel for what a full swing with better tempo would be, and you can see that his club head speed here dropped markedly by around 8 miles an hour, and then even ironically enough his 90% swing here dropped in club head speed too, with not too much of a loss in distance. So what happened here was that Mark really started to understand that yes, tempo was possible to achieve, and then he started to understand that with a 90% swing he was able to control his ball flight a little bit better, his balance of his body and swing was better, and then as a consequence he managed to strike the ball on the club face with a little bit more consistency, and felt that that would be powerful for improving his greens and regulation. Now as validation of doing this drill, he then worked on it a couple of days and then went out and played club championships in the weekend, and then carried on through to win through to the semi-finals, beating last year's champion. So that netted in 16 greens in regulation on average, I believe, which was a big improvement, and really felt that for the first time in a while that he had control of his ball flight. So hopefully this little video helps you to understand how Trackman can be used to validate drills that we work on and technical changes, and you can see quite clearly the change in such a short space of time of only hitting 15 balls, how Trackman can help you improve your game. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, stephen@completegolf.co.nz.